gathered here to pay tribute to those that were lost in a tragedy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AEW Fight for the Fallen. Hello, everybody. Well, I'm just a simple man, and my name is Noah Foster, proud member of Team Indie DQ, and welcome to this Simple Predictions video. And my fellow Team Indie DQ cohorts here give you insight, analysis, and predictions on AEW's latest show, Fight for the Fallen. It is another free, that's right, free showcase of what AEW can bring you. But it's more than that. This show has a purpose and meaning. For those of you who don't know, a tragedy occurred in Jacksonville, Florida during a Madden tournament. A shooting. Several were lost. So, basically, the sponsor of this event, a law firm, Farr & Farr, when they knew that this was coming and AEW offered them this and how much the cons have been influenced in Jacksonville, Florida, they knew they had to get right on it. So, this show may be free to us here, but the proceeds of sales of AEW Fight for the Fallen, the ticket sales and such, will be given to victims of the shooting and families. So this show, I don't want y'all to view it as like a normal wrestling show. I want you to view it more as like a tribute to help those that were less fortunate. But with that, now that I gave you a little bit of insight, allow me to introduce you to the crew with me tonight. First off, he's a good brother. He is a leader, founder, creator of the AEW Nation. He brings humor, he brings knowledge, he brings you a good time. He's also a huge supporter of 205 Live. He is Christopher Willis. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Noah. It's good to be here.
Yeah, so about that. I know we're a little bit burned out from the holiday. Trust me, I can relate.
Yeah.
Second, he's different. He owns his own promotion. He's very skilled, though, on Twitch, very creative, and he's very expressive. He's different. James, the Archangel Hebert. James, how are you?
What's up, man? Good to be on.
Yes, you had a very nice showing in your debut on Team AZQ during Fighter Fest. Came this close.
I was that close, huh? Dang.
Yeah, and speaking of which, he's a family man. He is my co-host, it seems, in 205 Live Matters. He's got huge heart and a vast amount of knowledge on the greats in wrestling's past, especially WCW. It's Mr. Christopher Mace. Chris, how are you?
Doing good.
All right, good to hear. And for those of you who don't know, this is being recorded on Sunday, July the 7th. We realize there's going to be probably more matches, more changes, more announcements, but we're trying to beat the rush and view of WWE Extreme Rules and challenge you to take on AEW. But with that, why don't we get started? And shout out to those that aren't here tonight, the current champ, Chris Cass, and the Indie Queen herself, Cindy G. Mad respect to y'all. Hope to see you soon. So we got a 5-match card here, it seems like, up to this point. So that's what we're going to predict. And we're also going to talk about Chris Jericho and how he might impact the show and what we think might be added, as this show will occur, again, on Bleacher Report Live for free. The buy-in, a.k.a. their version of the pre-show, much better than WWE's. Sorry, did I say that out loud? Starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then the main show starts 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's go ahead and talk about, I know it was just added, but I feel like this is the opener to me, or an early start. We have a 6-man tag made up with who I'm calling the Death Bringers, Jimmy Havoc, Joey Janela, and I'm losing the other guy.
Darby Allin. Darby
Allin. Thank you. Good grief. Versus everyone's favorite person, the salt of the earth, MJF, Shawn Spears, and Sammy Guevara. Now, before I say anything else, let's go ahead and open the floor to one of y'all to break down this match. James, who is your pick for this match? And I'd like to add also tiebreakers here for 2 bonus points, each worth 1. I want you to tell me who claims the victory for their team and who eats the defeat. James, you're up first. Go.
Okay, so this is going to be a bit hard here. I'm going to go with Darby Allin pinning Sammy Guevara, mainly due to the fact that I think MJF is going to attack Shawn Spears, kind of building that whole, I'm Cody's best friend arc of being, a brown nose there. So that's why I'm picking Sammy Guevara to take the fall, because I think he's going to be left alone in that ring. And he's going to be the unfortunate soul that, is basically involved in that kerfuffle. So there you go.
All right. Short, sweet, and simple. Let's see here. Good brother Chris, your thoughts on this match?
I'm surprised this six-man tag is on the pre-show. I wish this was on the main card. But when I saw the participants for the heel side, you have Shawn Spears and MJF. Like James said, I think those two are going to have some issues. They don't like each other. If you saw on the Fight for the Fallen episode 2, they had the words exchanged to each other left and right.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty brutal with the cuss words. But I have a feeling the baby faces, Joey Janela, Jimmy Havoc, and Darby Allin is going to win. And I have a feeling that I'm going to say Darby Allin is going to pin Sammy. And for Sydney's picks, let me get that right now.
Yes, I'll leave those to you, because that is your fellow partner in independent wrestling. Support Logan Independent Wrestling, folks.
Yes. Her picks, she has Joey Janela, Jimmy Havoc, and Darby Allin. And the pit in for the person getting pinned or the victory was Joey Janela pinning Sammy.
All right. Okay. Chris Mace, I don't know how. You seem to be doing very well when it comes to independent wrestling forecasting. So give us your thoughts on this match.
I like Darby Allin. He's very intriguing. I'm learning more and more about this stuff and learning more about these gentlemen. Darby Allin really impressed me with his match with Cody Rhodes. So I feel like Darby Allin's going to get the win for his team. I think he's going to pin Sammy as well because I think MJF and Shawn Spears are going to be back and forth, and they're going to end up brawling with each other, leaving Sammy by himself. So he's going to end up taking the pin.
All right. And for those of you who don't know, the champ, Chris Cass, he's with Cindy G. He also predicted that Joey Janela will get the win for his team, and he pins or, submits Sammy Guevara. So my thoughts are this. You brought up the key point about being the elite side of the salt of the earth versus the actual dickhead that we see on TV that claims he's better than all of us and he knows it, or that we know it. MJF and Shawn Spears, they have to be on a collision course at some point for a one-on-one match. Now, we still don't know what's going to happen at All Out, but we also know that we're going to hear from Shawn Spears about his actions in an exclusive interview with good old JR Jim Ross. That is sure to be an interesting listen, to say the least. Then you have Joey Janela, who went through an unsanctioned match recently with Jon Moxley, eating tacks, barbed wire, and wood. And love, it seemed. And then you had Sammy Guevara, who's only had one match at this point in the buy-in at Double or Nothing, and he lost to Kip Sabian, much to my surprise. So it really comes down to on who I think could really use the win more, and are you setting up another match? Because again, AEW, wins and losses matter. And then Darby Allin, I don't know how the dude's walking after that coffin drops to the apron. Good Lord Almighty. And Jimmy Havoc, I don't know what to figure that guy right now because I don't know his direction yet. But with that being said, I am going to say, actually, and this is me going bold again because that's just me, because I want Jimmy Havoc to actually pick up a victory. I'm going to say Jimmy Havoc picks up the win for his team. And because of the history I know between him and MJF, I'm going to say he pins MJF. I mean, I got to be different. I mean, we got a three-way tie between y'all, and then we got a two-way tie between Cindy and Cass. So with that, yes, I'm going with Jimmy Havoc. Finally get some retribution on MJF. Because I feel like Shawn Spears is going to just either leave the match or do nothing. Shawn Spears, to me, is the biggest wild card in this match, especially after that chair shot. Good grief almighty. Good thing Cody didn't get a concussion.
You're right.
Okay. So following that, let's move on to Adam Page versus Kip Sabian. This match was set up when Adam Page beat a four-way dance at Fyter Fest, and Kip Sabian was on commentary saying the winner of this match would face him at Fight for the Fallen. Kip Sabian, he's already got one victory in AEW. Again, over Steve Fair from the Double or Nothing buy-in. And Adam Page, he is a participant in the first ever AEW championship match, crowning the inaugural champion at All Out against Chris Jericho. I keep thinking the guy's just going to keep building and building momentum at this point. It almost seems obvious to say Adam Page. So I'm just going to say that. I'm going to say Adam Page wins. And Chris Cass, he also says Adam Page wins as well. All right. Chris Mace, who do you got for this match?
I picked Kip Sabian to win. He won for me one time. I'm not taking my chances again. I'm definitely going with Hangman Page to win this.
Oh, it's okay. Wait, you said Hangman Page or Kip Sabian?
I said Hangman Page. I said I picked Kip Sabian to win. He got me the point. I was the only one to pick Kip Sabian. It was me, and I got the point. So this time I can't do it. This time I'm going Hangman Page.
Oh, I thought you were being bold. Okay.
No,
right.
I was bold once and got it. I can't do it twice.
Yeah, we'll see how that all out though. All right. Good brother Chris, what do you and Cindy think about this match?
Well, me and her both got Adam Page. So, bear with me. I'm so tired, people. Adam Page needs momentum. He's going for the AEW Heavyweight Championship. But I have a feeling Chris Jericho, he's going to be at ringside or doing commentary with the announcers.
Interesting, considering Chris Jericho is supposed to make an appearance, and that's all it says. And considering that this match does involve his opponent, would he try and sabotage him, I wonder, and hit him like in the knee? Very curious thought. I'm also curious what commentary is going to be set up like this time, too. Anyway, James, your thoughts on this match?
Well, you mentioned Jericho, and I think that's how Kip Sabian gets the win. I think Jericho's going to cost him the match, and then have I think he's going to go and have a pre-match assault or a post-match assault after. So I'm going with Kip Sabian to get the shot win because of Jericho.
Okay, so it looks like everybody's thinking that Jericho's appearance is going to be a commentary role to screw Adam Page ahead of the championship match, it seems. Yeah, it seems fair because really right now, the only other guy he has beef with in AEW is Jon Moxley, who, as of right now, is not on this card, but is scheduled to face Kenny Omega at All Out. Are Moxley and Jericho going to clash before then? Only time will tell. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the only women's showcase up to this point. Brandy Rose versus one of my personal favorites, Allie. Chris Mace, what are your thoughts on this match? Who do you got winning?
I got Allie winning. I don't, like I said, give credit to Brandy Rose. She's improved a lot as a wrestler from when I very first saw her wrestle. I just can't pick her. I can't go against it. I'm going with Allie to win. I think Allie's going to need this win.
Okay, Sarah Sherrod got one victory and already had her debut. Nice post-match interview by Alex, by the way. In my opinion, I think Alex is better as an interviewer versus a commentator. That's just me.
You're right.
What?
He was right.
Yeah.
What, Alex Marvez are we talking about, or a different Alex?
The commentator, Alex.
He's talking about the commentator, Alex.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I forgot his last name. Apologies, people. Again,
Marvez, I think.
Anyway, Chris Cass, he also picked Allie. So right now we already got Allie and Allie. I'm just going to say this. I watched Fight for the Fallen Road. I've seen Brandy's story. I see what she's trying to do. This almost feels like a handicap because it's not only Brandy versus Allie, it's Brandy versus herself. And she's trying to get past these demons in her head. She talked about how she basically cost herself everything during her early stages in figure skating. She also talked about, though, how she's taken on wrestling, and she's out to prove to herself that she is more than pretty, she is valuable, and she's 36 years old, and people have said, oh, you can't wrestle. But again, she says this match is about her. She's trying to go out there and prove something to herself, and this is her AEW debut. So, with that being said, because I feel like this is not going to be the end of these two feuding with each other, and you guys did bring up previous points about how, okay, Brandy Rose got people like Awesome Kong in her corner, or Britt Baker, for example. And I know that we've seen, like, you know, mixed signals when it comes to Allie and Brandy on being the elite. But shoot, I love it. I'm going with Allie. I'm going with Allie for the win here. And I'm sure it's going to be a good match, but I'm interested to see where Brandy's mindset will be from here, too. With that being said, good brother Chris, what did you and Cindy think about this match?
Oh, Sydney has Allie, and I got Allie. I know Brandy Rhodes has only been in the wrestling business, really in the ring, for 3 years, soon to be 3 years. I understand she wants to take this match very seriously. I think it's going to be no outside interference. I really want to say it's going to be a draw, because it's going to maybe be a 10-minute time limit or a 15-minute. But I'm not going to go with that draw nonsense like the last one, because that really messed everybody up.
Yeah.
So I was very disappointed about it. But I want to go with Allie.
All right. And that is another thing I didn't even think about again. Because rare occurrences, draws could happen. AEW does have time matches like New Japan Pro Wrestling. But with that being said, James, last one. What are your thoughts on Allie and this match?
For me, and I'm going to go against the grain here, I think Brandy Rhodes is going to win because I think she's going to go and head into a feud with Dr. Britt Baker, because I go back to Double or Nothing where she unveiled Awesome Kong into the Fatal 4-Way, changing the match into a Fatal 4-Way.
Right.
And it was really, I feel like, to get under Dr. Britt Baker's skin. So I think those two are going to have a feud in the long-running story. So I think that's why I'm going to go with Brandy here.
Bold pick. Okay.
He's got 2 picks. I mean, sometimes being a wild card does work to your advantage. I'm also curious to see, where is Kylie
You know
Ray?
where I learned that one? Learned from my friend Mike, who in our league completely dominated everybody by 2 wild card picks, just creamed everybody, and won the title. I'm just going to go with that. I'm going with that.
I'm just wondering where Kylie Ray comes into all this, too, because I feel
right.
like, honestly, Kylie Ray and Allie could form a tag team. But I don't know if they're going to do a women's tag team division in AEW. Although I think
No, not yet.
Yeah,
Long way to go. Long way to go.
Well, again, Tony Khan, he simply said this: men's division, women's division, singles division, tag division. You take the words from there. All right, James, I'm going to let you kick off this one. Kenny Omega versus Sema. Go.
Definitely going to be Omega here. I think Omega needs the momentum because even though he has won the 6-man tag at Fyter Fest, I think he needs a singles win after his loss against Jericho, so I think he needs to win here.
Fair point, considering Omega is 1-1 and Sema is 1-1 technically. All right. Good brother Chris, what were yours and Cindy's thoughts on this match?
She picked Kenny Omega, and I'm also going with Kenny Omega. Like James said, Kenny Omega needs the momentum right before his pay-per-view with Jon Moxley. Will Jon Moxley make an appearance? No, he can't. He's going to be in Japan.
There you go.
Saw the car of the G1 that day, right? I'm just saying.
He can always cut a promo from Japan, but I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Well, okay, there's a possibility of that. But yeah, thank you for disclosing.
Jon Moxley live via satellite in the country of Japan as he's battling in the G1 Climax.
Or pre-recorded. All right. Chris and Mays, who you got here, Omega or Sema?
Omega. He's got to get this win. That loss to Jericho, I understand he lost to Jericho. He won the 6-man tag, but he needs a good singles win, and Sema's the perfect one for him to get a good singles win against.
Considering how much respect Omega has for Sema, who was one of the people that brought him into wrestling, or kept his passion going in wrestling, I gotta agree with you all on all those fronts. Omega is facing Jon Moxley at All Out. He already lost his debut match against Chris Jericho to be in the title picture. It's gotta go to Omega at this point, especially after that post-Fyter Fest attack, and knowing Mox will be in Japan too. I'm with y'all. This seems like unanimous to me. I'm going with Omega.
Did the champ go with Omega?
Yes, he did. Chris Cass went with Omega as well. We are all on the Kenny Omega bandwagon. One of the best professional wrestlers in the modern era. Period. All right. Well, that leads us to our last match known up to this point, and I feel like this is a good opportunity to close the show. The brothers, the Rhodes, Cody and Dustin versus one of the best tag teams in the world, the Young Bucks. And let me just say, I am so glad that Bosch chair shot did not give Cody a freaking concussion. We were very fortunate on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we've already seen how this match was built after Cody and Dustin face off each other in what probably was, in many people's eyes, match of the night at Double or Nothing. With the emotional embrace of the end saying, I don't need a partner, I don't need a friend, I need my older brother. And we got the two teaming up now against the Young Bucks, who, took a subtle jab on being the elite about the angle that Cody and Dustin played. I'm sure there's respect among all four of these men. I'm sure they're going to give us a match to remember, as the Young Bucks always do. I don't see this being a spot fest because Cody and Dustin, they are not spot monkeys, despite what people figure of the Young Bucks. So those are just my thoughts. And with that being said, because I don't know the future, again, of Dustin, and I still don't know what Cody's match is going to be all out. He's obviously going to be on the show. I am actually going to go with Cody and Dustin picking up the win. So with that, Chris Cass, the champ, he said Young Bucks. So I can already tell there's going to be some split opinions here among all of us. So with that, Chris Mace, take it away. Your thoughts on this match and your winner.
This is going to be the match I'm looking forward to the most. This is going to be the combination of old school versus new school because Cody Rhodes, the son of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes, son of American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Like I said, Dustin Rhodes, old school. Cody Rhodes got that old school mentality as well. You just look at the match he had with Darby Allin. Like I said, good 20-minute draw. That stuff you would see back in NWA days a lot of times, those time limit draws. That's good old school wrestling, helps build two guys up.
Yep.
At this point, I would love to say a draw because that's my feeling is what's going to happen, but we're here to pick winners. I still think it's going to a time limit draw, so I'm saying that now. That's just my opinion. But if we're picking winners, I'm going with Cody and Dustin because I think they're going to bring out a different style with the Young Bucks, and the Young Bucks are going to have to change their styles when they're wrestling Cody and Dustin. And I think it's going to be to Dustin and Cody's advantage, the storytelling-wise, because Young Bucks are going to change their styles wrestling both them. So I'm going with Cody and Dustin for that reason.
All right. Very bold indeed. James, your thoughts on this match and your winner.
I'm going with Young Bucks because I feel like Cody would be the one to kind of put over his friends, especially considering the Young Bucks and him have been friends for freaking years now. I'm going with Young Bucks to win due to the fact I think he's going to end up in a program with Sean Spears. A lot of people don't seem – because here's another thing about this. Sean could have been Cody's partner in this, but he chose his brother over him. And I think Sean Spears is pissed, storyline-wise. I think that's the reason this feud has kind of happened. On top of him just calling him a good hand and all that, I think part of it is the fact that he picked his brother over him, and he feels like no matter where he goes, he can never get a true shake or a true opportunity. So for that reason alone, I think Young Bucks are going to win because he's got Sean Spears on the brain, possibly quite literally after that damn chair shot. And at the end of the day, I think that's going to be what cost him storyline-wise. So there you go.
Wow, good callback. All right, and of course, best is for last. Chris, tell me what is on your mind and Cindy G's. Break down this match.
Okay, let's see what Cindy G. I hope she picks. Oh, she picked the Rhodes brothers. Okay. So I guess we're not brother and sister for this one. Okay. I like what Holiday had to say, and especially James for this, because I know Ty Dillinger and Cody used to team up back in the day in OVW.
Correct.
Back in the
And FCW.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Back in like 2006. So I just have a feeling, like Holiday said, I want to pick a draw. Hands down, I want to pick a draw for this, but you got to pick a winner. So I'm going to go with the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks are still undefeated as a tag team, and plus for six-man tags as well. I'm going to go with the Young Bucks, man. This one was really hard. This one was really hard because, like, Sean
Yeah.
Spears can come out and interfere, attack Dustin Rhodes. You know, I know it's going to be an old school versus new school kind of type matchup. No spots, not too much, but it's going to be a storytelling match, psychology, you name it. So I'm going to go with the Young Bucks on this one, and I will be the champion.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, this was definitely the toughest match for me to call as well. It's just really weird to me, though, the fact that right now we only have 5 matches for this show, and yet there's an hour-long buy-in. You gotta imagine there's gonna be like another tag contest or women's contest. I wouldn't be surprised to see, like, I don't know, Bria Priestley versus one of the newest signings, Sadie Gibbs. They still have a lot of talent they have yet to showcase on AEW that they signed. So I'm very curious to see what they might add, and maybe the Dark Order might finally debut against the Best Friends. But again, folks, unfortunately, due to the time of this recording, this is all that's been officially announced and set up at this point. So with that, we are done. So thank you all for tuning in, and thank everybody for joining me on this simple predictions video. Let's go around and do our plugs. James, let's start with you, man. Where can we find you? Anything you want to plug?
You guys can find me on YouTube.com and Twitter, of course. YouTube.com/user/JHebertside95 and over on Twitter at JHebertside95. That's JHebertside95. You can also check me out on my CAW Wrestling League. We just released Immortal a couple months ago, and it's already all together with the 3 channels we actually posted it to. Has a combined total of like over 650 views, which is huge for us. It's a major accomplishment. Definitely go check that out. That you can find those on either youtube.com/user/WIW Pride, or you can find it looking up on the search bar, Luke Lynch. That's my friend who also helps us with that show. That's kind of the more clear version and not as choppy. So definitely watch one of those 2 versions. I guarantee you're going to like that show.
All right. Well, thank you for that, and keep on bringing us that creative mindset you got. I've looked at your Immortal over a course of a couple of days. Very impressive with an old-school video game. Chris Mace, always a pleasure, sure, talking with you and hearing the knowledge and impact and input you have. Where can people find you and anything you want to plug?
Well, like I said, right now my Facebook's in parts unknown, so we're just going to leave it at that. Like I said, I haven't told that story yet. So, in the meantime, just support Aftermatch Wrestling. They do a great job with What's NXT and the Tea Party. Support Colin Andrews with the Chopping Block. Do the quickest prediction videos you'll ever watch for any show. Just like that, it'll be done.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much support everybody here. Like I said, we all do this, take times out of our day to do these videos, talk wrestling, have a good time, enjoy ourselves, make jokes about it, be serious about it. At the end of the day, we're wrestling fans at heart, and like I said, let's just be respectful of everybody's opinions. We all have different opinions. Just because my opinion may be different from somebody else's doesn't mean it's wrong. Just let's all respect each other's opinions about stuff. That's it.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, yeah, and right now we're recovering from July 4th holiday and intense heat, so here we are still doing this because we want to express the idea of giving AEW a chance. And with that being said...
Oh, wait, I have one more thing I just realized I should plug.
What?
Check out Wrestling Rundown. I almost forgot about that. Check out youtube.com/user/WrestlingFortune44.
Yeah, shout out to you, Owen Finch.
Yes.
And Cindy, good luck in predictions. See you on the next video. Chris Cass, we're coming for your title. But
yes, we are.
Else, good brother Chris, always a pleasure, sir. Anything you want to plug and where can people find you? I am tired of this.
Find me on Facebook at Christopher Willis. Follow me on Instagram, Chris J. Willis86. Follow me on Twitter, GB Chris Willis86 on Twitter. Follow my Facebook group, AEW Nation. We just hit 8,600. So we only talk about AEW Nation only. If you do post pictures of like AEW superstars only, then that's fine. I will accept it. If it's like WWE post, sorry, where's the delete button? There. Delete. So, yeah, that's all I got to really say. I am tired, so that's all I got to really say.
Yeah, we're all just ready to take a nap. And folks, yeah, like I said, support my friends, give AEW a chance, and support independent wrestling. But if you want to know more about me, know this. I'm just a simple man and a lifelong fan. Of what, people?
Wrestling.
You're damn right. Wrestling, not just entertainment. Wrestling. So if you want to know more about my views on wrestling or talk to me about wrestling, look me up on Twitter, nodq.com/Noah. Takes you to my Twitter page, or follow my simple YouTube channel here at youtube.com/users/NoahFoster210, where you'll be getting predictions and indie views on independent wrestling companies and AEW, Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, and New Japan Pro Wrestling. As my summer wrestling continues, I am currently reviewing, breaking down, and bracketologing the G1 Climax. And stay tuned later this week on my channel where I'll be with good brother Chris here to do a B-block bracketology and predictions for the next 3 days of action, of block action from the G1. But enough about my channel. Support what we're all here on. No DQ. They're the reasons I'm in YouTube. So go buy a shirt, nodq.com/shirts, 20% off your entire purchase through July 8th. Follow NoDQ on all your social media platforms. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel here, hit that bell, and go make a friend or make an enemy or attempt to troll virtue at nodq.com. Your opinions matter, and there's a comment section on everything. Polls, memes, columns, gifs, sexy female pics, reviews, you name it, it's there. And stay tuned where the holiday Chris Mace, date to be determined, will be going in a no DQ great debate against the Troll Slayer, he's calling himself now, no DQ's own Virtue, on Cruiserweight Wrestling and 205 Live, because I believe, and he believes, and everyone here believes, 205 Live matters. Simple as that. And, of course, follow No DQ and my Silver YouTube channel for, at its heart, 205 Live matters. And, as always, I'd like to close. Support your wrestling house, big and small, and let's keep growing this wrestling community together. Simple as that. And, of course, stay tuned to No DQ for all the latest in wrestling news, WWE, AEW, and a tiny bit of other stuff as well. But with that, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, comment, tell us your predictions. Hit that bell for the next video on either of these channels. And until our next video, which for me will be Extreme Rules predictions with the Wizard and the General, Stefan and Jerry. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all give AEW a chance, because it's free, people. I can't express that enough. It's free, and it's to support and help victims of gun violence. What more reason do you need to take a chance on a wrestling show? Okay? I can't say more than that. And stay tuned, of course, to AEW's channel for more on Fight for the Fallen, because I'm sure they're going to give us more matches and more to be excited for, and more purpose and reason why you should try this brand and at least support the show this coming Saturday. So I'm done. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And until the next video, enjoy life, enjoy wrestling, treasure your family. You never know if tomorrow will come. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. And I hope everyone here and beyond, No DQ, inside and out, have a wonderful day.
My country tears of this way land.
Have a good one.
We the people. Oh, brother. Cass, I am getting that title for the first time ever. Bye.
And I'm going to burn your Pokemon cards.